Hey there, welcome to my top 10 favorite Super NES games. This is Super Mario All-Stars, tied for number 2 with Donkey Kong Country. Now the picture quality on this is going to be a little fuzzy, and I tell the story on that at the end of the video. It's kind of a long story. And I'm not going to play the entire playthrough of every one of these games in here. We're just going to do like World 1 of this World 1 of Super Mario, the Lost Levels. We'll do the final world of Super Mario Bros. 2 and the final world of Super Mario Bros. 3, so 16-bit version of the NES Super Mario games. Try to ignore those fuzzy lines in the background. Look at the difference though in graphics. The sound's a little bit different too. You see, notice the mushroom? The mushroom looks more like the mushrooms from Super Mario 3. Sound effects are slightly different. Graphics are a huge improvement. I got this game when I was like 17. Either my mom or my sister, one of them, found the game in a magazine or something and they ordered it for me. So I've actually played Super Mario Bros. 2 and Super Mario Bros. 3 on a 16-bit version more than I played the original versions on the NES. I like the background in this version here. It's a lot. In the original, it was just a black background. It had a lot of detail in this version. I know that those fuzzy lines are annoying. I mean, they're annoying enough for me to fool. That's the one thing I always hated about Super Mario Brothers. It's like, you get the firepower, you need a mushroom to get big, then you need the fire flower to get firepower. But it's like one hit, you're losing both of them. So it's really no fair. Okay, that was just nasty. This is what I really don't like, is this music here. This is not from the original game. And it just doesn't fit. The cool thing about this game is you could save your progress from whatever world you're at, but it only saves your position and some details, like it doesn't save your points, your coins, or anything like that. I mean, not that points matter. Coins don't necessarily matter that much. Turn the volume up a little more. Anyways, to go through the story of the problems I've been having, why the lines are on the screen. My original Nintendo, I haven't used in quite a while. It's the one I got for Christmas in '93. It's over 20 years old, so I went and got the Retro Duo Portable, which also plays Super Nintendo games, but I found that this game does not work in it for some reason. Super Mario Bros. 2 in this game is the only one that doesn't work. When you get to the character select screen, you select your character and all of a sudden the screen goes black right after that. So then I got the Retron 3, which plays all 3 video games. Or plays Super Nintendo, Nintendo, and Sega Genesis. But for some reason that ended up breaking down recently. It just hasn't been working the way it's supposed to. So I then went and bought another original Super Nintendo a month ago. And for some reason it wasn't working right. I was getting these lines going through the screen. I thought, I know it's not the TV, because all my other okay, I didn't even touch it. All my other video game systems work fine. It's just this one. I thought maybe it was the cord. But see, the cord that fits this, you know, the audio video cord. But the audio video cord that fits the Super Nintendo also fits the Nintendo 64. So I tried that cord, the audio video cord of the Super Nintendo, with the Nintendo 64, and there were no problems with the 64. It just happened on the Super Nintendo. So then I tried the Nintendo 64's cord. We'll quit there and move on to the next game. I tried the N64's cord, and that one worked fine with the N64. It didn't work with the Super Nintendo. So I took the Super Nintendo back to the video game store where I bought it. They exchanged me for another one, same thing. So the only thing I can think of is that the Super Nintendo isn't compatible with my Sony TV. There's something incompatible between the two of them. Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. This is originally released in 1986 in Japan. And it was originally called Super Mario Bros. 2, but they didn't like it in Japan, so they didn't sell it to the United States. Instead, they made the Super Mario Bros. 2 that we know from a game called Doki Doki Panic. And this game is now called Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. I've mentioned that story about the Japanese version and all that stuff many times. See, that's a bad mushroom. And in the original version of this game, it's kind of hard to tell the difference between the good mushroom and the bad mushroom. This one, they got them different colors. I think in the original version, the only difference is a slight shade variance. One of them's a little bit darker than the other. I keep forgetting you can't pick up the shells. I walk into them to pick them up. The Super Nintendo controller isn't very good either. I don't know if it's just worn, but I noticed the directional buttons, at least they're not as responsive as the Wii controller. Maybe that's just it. Whoa. See, that's why this game wasn't very popular, because it was way too hard. I mean, it's like Super Mario Brothers with like double the amount of enemies in it. I might not even get to past this first world in this game. The furthest I ever got was like somewhere in World 2. I just don't have the patience to play these games. I mean, this game is kind of primitive compared to the newer games. Just like the original Super Mario Brothers, you're seeing the same things over and over again. I mean, World 1 here looks similar to all the other, like World 1 of this first game, just a few things in different spots. World 2 looks pretty much the same. I mean, this right here looks identical to the World 1, 2 of the last game until you get up right to here. It's a little bit different. Whoa. That was nasty. If I lose all my lives before getting to World 1-4, and we're done. Move on to the next. think this video is going to take too long. I'm going to plan on beating Super Mario Bros. 2 and Super Mario Bros. 3. Super Mario Bros. 3 I think will take like 20-some minutes to get throughout the entire World 8. Super Mario Bros. 2 World 7-1 and 7-2 I am not completely sure. And as for the number one, my all-time favorite Super NES game, whoa, I might wait till next Sunday to do that, because one thing, I'll build up the suspense more, and two, I really don't have time to play video games during the week. And chances are I'm going to be working Saturday. I worked the last 7 Saturdays in a row. It'd be nice to get a full weekend. Okay, that just does not look right. That guy's supposed to be in the water, and it's just weird that this game put him in midair. Messed up. See, now in the original Super Mario Bros., if you're on the ground and that thing comes down as close, you can get to as close as it wants to you, but it will not hurt you unless you are actually swimming off the ground. I guarantee you my next video, my number one video, won't have the lines in it. Well, we got to 1-3. I hope you enjoyed that one. Move on to the next game. Super Mario Bros. 2. See, this one I played, and you can save your progress, so where I saved it was in World 7. You can go back to any world before that. So as long as you beat the game, or as long as you get to the last world, you can go anywhere. So I want to play World 7. See, right there is where the game would end in the Retro Duo Portable. Select your character and nothing. Okay, it's kind of hard getting used to these controls, and now I'm getting used to playing on the Nintendo version instead of the Super Nintendo version. And the Nintendo version I have is actually on the Wii, so I'm used to using the Wii controller. I wish I had this game on the Wii. Super Mario All-Stars on the Wii. Cool. Yeah, my jumping is going to be a little off because, like I said, I'm not used to the controls. Cool. Whoa, I don't want to do that. That one's always a timer. I thought I read in the booklet that you gotta collect a certain amount of vegetables to get the timer, but I've noticed it's always the same vegetable. Let's see if I still got it in the 16-bit version. Cool. I can almost always hit a character when I throw that. I know exactly where they're going to be. NES would have been a better video if the quality was better. Those snippets shoot bigger pellets in this version, I just noticed. They're like a lot smaller in the NES version. I gotta come down here and get this cherry to get my star. Are you kidding me? Drive like an old woman. Cool. Game glitch. That sniff's not right here where he's supposed to be. Super Mario Bros. 2 is known for minor glitches or characters not being where they're supposed to be. It's just something that happens quite often. You play a full playthrough of the game, and you're going to see something out of place. At least one time throughout the game. You know, I think it's weird that they have that hoop star. I always thought that was a game design glitch, but it's in the NES and the Super NES version. Notice how that hoop star right there only goes halfway up the ladder and back down, and you don't see one on the ladder right above me. Come up, you get one of both ladders, and all of a sudden they both start doing normal. That happens in both the NES version and this one. Yeah, it's a lot easier to match the cherries up in this game than it is in the other one. Ah, that was a 7. Matching the 7s up are really hard, so you skip right over it. See, in the original... Oops. In the original, you can't really... They don't spin, they just flash, so you gotta kind of guess. This one they actually spin so you can time them. Just as they pass the middle is when you want to press the button. Look at the difference in the background. All the graphics compared to the original version. Whoops. Look at how everything's like the walls and ceilings and that are all gold. Or I guess you should say the floors and the ceilings. And right there's the wall. They're all gold, and in the original they're like green and yellow bricks looking. This one's got the background, whereas the original version just has like a blank color. See, if you run right when you get to the top there, you can run right under. See, there's another game glitch. There's supposed to be 4 of those sparks floating around. There's only 2 of them. See, I originally beat this version of Super Mario Bros. 2 and the Super NES version of Super Mario Bros. 3 before I beat the 2 games on the original NES. I never beat the original NES versions until I got the Wii like 2 years ago. That's because I had this version so long and I never did own the original versions of Super Mario Bros. 2 and Super Mario Bros. 3 as a kid. I had a friend that owned Super Mario Bros. 2, and I always used to rent Super Mario Bros. 3. Well, I guess not always, but I did rent it quite a few times. See, there's all 4 of them. And look at now, those 3 are missing. or 2. That was kind of close. Oh, what was I thinking? That was just messed up that got these lines in the screen. As far as I know, this is the only game I own where the game doesn't work with the Retro Dual Portable. I'm kind of interested. I want to get Star Fox. Star Fox had the FX chip in it, and I'm wondering if that's compatible with Retro Dual Portable or not. I imagine it probably is. Super Star Fox is another game I owned for a long time, and that'd probably actually be on my top 10 list if I still had it. I got mad at it and busted it though. So I gotta find another copy of that, because there's also Star Fox, the N64 version on the Wii. I want to download that, but I don't want to put that on my channel until I play the original Star Fox, so we can get a good idea where it's coming from. I never played the N64 version. They better not keep that in the wall. See, they always do that. They put it in the wall where you can't reach it. Cool. Oh, instead they're going to put my heart in the wall where I can't reach it. See, they always do that with the star and the heart. It's way over there. I can't reach it. Whoops. I was watching someone else's YouTube video on the game Doki Doki Panic. And it was funny how somebody commented on it saying it was a hack off Super Mario Bros. 2. They don't know the truth that Doki Doki Panic was out before Super Mario Bros. 2, and they took that game and changed it into Super Mario Bros. 2. So it was actually the other way around. That was close. This is a trick I just recently tried doing, like over the last year or so, ducking and running under him. I mean, not that he's hard to beat, but it's just kind of funny. See, now I did a full playthrough of Super Mario Brothers, of this game and the Super Mario Brothers 3 game on the Super Nintendo. I used the Retron, the 3 at the time for that, but for some reason the system just hasn't been working. Wart, you big old fool. Kind of looks like a assistant manager of a grocery store I used to clean. Oh, that was just nasty. I the assistant manager was pretty mean too. I think I'm the only person he ever talked to out there, the only one that he got along with. That's because I was always willing to work on my days off to wax the floors. I'd always ask to work on my days off so I could wax the floors because I enjoyed doing floor care at the time. I actually did floor care for 12 years and I wouldn't mind. Never minded the work, I actually enjoyed it, but it just doesn't pay much, and usually third shift work, which I got sick of. Contributor Toad 27. Yeah, we should be able to get this whole thing done in one video. Mario, Luigi, and Princess failed. They're a bunch of zeros. So Mario's dreaming of Toad being a hero. He must have a crush on Toad. Yeah, them lines are really annoying. I hope they're not as visible on the YouTube video as they are in this. Yeah, it's actually a pretty nice day out today. Got up near 40 degrees. Yesterday we had a huge blizzard and today it got real nice out. And of course, as usual, after a snowstorm it's going to get real cold tomorrow. I think the high is supposed to be 7 degrees and the low like 4 below. Go ahead and watch the ending here and then move on to the next game. I point this out all the time, but look at that. They got Birdo and Ostro. They got their names, I believe they got their names mixed up because everyone calls Ostro Birdo. And even on NESmaps.com they got them listed as Birdo. Okay, Super Mario Bros. 3, World 8. Now, I can't guarantee I'm going to beat this game because I didn't go around collecting all the items that I probably should have. I've actually noticed yesterday I didn't even have a file started, so I started playing last night. I played World 1, World 2, World 3, World 4. From World 4, I warped to World 7. And after doing some of World 7, I warped to World 8. So I only got like one P-Wing. I don't have any raccoon suits. I do have some leaves, fire flower stars, frog suits, which I don't need. Musical note box that I don't need. I will be able to pick up 3 more leaves by the time I get to the final castle. You are nasty. I always... Look at that! I was on top of it. Okay, now they just totally cheated. I mean, you're not supposed to get hit if you're on top. Check this out. See? It worked that time. I was on top and he hit me from underneath. Guys. Worthless star. All that trouble for a star. This board, I don't like it because you kill those guys and they come right back. Most boards are like that, but there's the last board and there's another board in World 8 where it's different. You kill them and they're gone. That is sick. What are the odds? The one time I decided to duck instead of jump, he happened to throw it low. I'm going to do the underneath trick. I think everyone pretty much knows this trick. If not, I hope you're amazed by it, but you can avoid all that stuff on top by going underneath the boat. Just keep swimming. You got to keep tapping the button. B or A. Do the same right under this one. I'm probably going to die though once I get in this pipe because I'm shrunken. Where am I? There I am. That was weird. I forgot it was that guy I was fighting. I was thinking I was fighting one of those... like those characters at the end of the worlds when you go into the flying ghost ship. Character I just beat is pretty easy, you just gotta know how to time your jumps. So here's where I get the leaves, or, yeah. I always want to say feathers because in Super Mario World you get feathers, Super Mario Bros. 3 you get leaves, so I always get the two confused. So sometimes when I'm playing this game I'll say feathers instead of leaves, sometimes when I'm playing Super Mario World I'll say leaves instead of feathers. Whoa, that was close, I almost missed the jump. I guess I didn't really need the star power in that one. I can never remember whether that's the lava one or if that's the fish one. The next one's the fish one. This is one where you want to use it. guess they both have lava in them. Ah, fools. Fishy fools. Okay, now I used to be able to master this next stage without even using my raccoon tail. But since I don't play the game quite as much as I used to, I might not do as good. See, it goes like really fast. Okay, I got killed by a dead guy. I got hit by a dead guy anyway. See, there's really no way to tell if them guys come back after they die or not because it moves too quick. Whoa, that was close. Cool, I did it. I did get hit once, but at least I still got the end without even having to use my leaf. And if the leaf fails, then sometimes I'd have to use the P-wing, which I really hope I don't have to use because I want to save that to the end if necessary. Actually, I wish I had. Oh, this is not good. This is a stage where it's so much easier to have the raccoon suit. Oh, nice. Put me in a no-win situation, fools. Didn't even give me any recovery time. Okay, I'm going to have to use the leaf. Later, fool. Whoa. Okay, let's time this right. Are you kidding me? That was a cheat. You know what? See, that was totally cheating. Rockets never shoot when you're right next to them. I mean, I really don't want to be using all these leaves, but I don't have any clouds to skip either. I'd hate to have to use the P-wing that early in the game, but I just might have to. Try it one more time with the regular leaf. Getting unlimited guys this way. Keep collecting those 3 extra lives and die in the stage. Okay, maybe one of those things come up. might take a hit, but it's the only way to get through. See the directional buttons, when I press right, when I press to the right, sometimes it doesn't want to go, you gotta press it kind of hard. See, I'm pressing it right now lightly. You gotta press it harder to get it moving. So, I believe you want to go to the left pipe if you don't have the feather or leaf. This is where you can get it. But otherwise, if you go to the right, you get this area full of coins, but if you don't have the feather, then you really can't do anything. You can't collect those coins, so it's no point. I really didn't care what I got there because I'm not going to be getting a third card anyway, so those are the only two stages that have cards in them. This castle always successfully confused people playing it for the first time. So trying to figure out where to go. It's like a big maze. The secret is just keep going right. No matter whether you're in this castle, it's like two different castles. Every time you go through a door, you go to the other castle. That was close. Whoops, I didn't want to go in. Maybe I did. Actually... Whoa! Okay. Okay, I was running. How come that didn't affect him? Anyway, here, just want to crouch down and stay crouched until you get past the spikes. Oh! Those kind of look like chains he's standing on. Like metal chains. Okay, we got 2 stages left. If I had ever beaten the original Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario Brothers Lost Levels, I would have played those stages instead of Stage 1 or World 1. It's pretty sad I can't beat those games yet. I could beat Super Mario Brothers 2, I could beat Super Mario 3, Super Mario World, Super Mario 64. See, once again, I was on top, and I was able to kill the bullet by being there. So that last time we see me die, or get hit, they cheated. This is the other stage, by the way, where you kill them guys and they don't come back. Whoa, that was kind of close. I almost landed on him while he was still had his spikes up. I'm gonna go ahead and use a feather or leaf. Okay, I already screwed up twice this video. It's kind of cool, the background, the picture of Bowser's. Whoa, I almost forgot about that guy. I really don't like the directional button on this. We have a new Super Nintendo controller that came with Super Nintendo. Might have to use that. Ah! Cool. That was really close. See, he breathes fire like too high here, and it hits me. See, I think the sound effects and the music are better in this game. Look at Mario's little right now. Watch when he goes in the door. How'd he get big? Should we have hit a mushroom or something? Look, she's a blonde in this game. She was a redhead in the first game, although we didn't get to see it in my videos. She had black hair in Super Mario Brothers, the original Super Mario Brothers 2. She was brunette in the original Super Mario Brothers 3. And ever since the 16-bit version came out, she's always been a blonde. It's like in today's days, now like 2014, she should have like multicolored hair, piercings, and tattoos and everything. Grassland in the first game, the original was called Grass World, I believe. No, everything was land, so I think that stayed the same. This was Desert Land, now it's Desert Hill. World 3 was Sea Land, now it's Seaside. And it's at Giant Land, I think. It's now Big Island. Skyland becomes just the sky. Iceland becomes Iced Land with a D at the end of ice. Pipe Land becomes Pipe Maze. And Dark Land becomes Castle of Koopa. So that was Super Mario All-Stars. We got to see a little bit of all 4 games that are in the actual cartridge itself. There's also another version they made that's got Super Mario World included with the games we're just seeing, but I decided not to get that one because I already had Super Mario World on Wii, so there's really no point to get that. I just decided just to get this one. And besides, this is the original, like the original one that I always had. This isn't the exact same cartridge that I had years ago. I've broken quite a few of them since then. So this one I recently bought maybe a year ago or so. Probably a little over a year ago. So anyway, hope you enjoyed my second favorite Super NES game, tied with Donkey Kong Country. And we'll be doing game number 1 next Saturday, or not Saturday, but possibly Saturday, most likely Sunday, because chances are I'm going to be working Saturday. If I do have any free time during the week, I'll go ahead and throw some original NES games in, because I picked up like 7 or 8 games on the NES that I never had time to play, so I'll go ahead and throw those in here and there in the week if I have any spare free time. So, hope you enjoyed the game, and I'll see you in the next video.